What does it do? Snackers, Snack S, and Snack X's. Sin,
Yo.
smiling so hard.
My skin of my teeth. Got back to my seat.
Man, barely slid in. You are now tuned in to Loaded Snacks Weekly, where we get together once a week and we talk about all the things that are happening in pop culture. And today, let me tell you something. Today we have a packed show.
What up, Doctor Who?
What up,
What's
Doc?
happening? What's happening? Look, San Diego Comic-Con was last week, and so that means that there is a lot of news
Already.
Um,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, if you can find them and send them to us, Thomas, we'll make it happen. They're not just out and available. You gotta play games, and I don't get down like that. What's up, Andrew?
What's good?
Frosty. I know they will be in town next Wednesday, and so if I can make it happen, I'll make it happen. Frosty, I hope you're feeling fantastic. What up? Jokes.
I'll have specifically made if I have to.
Listen, after the mustard soda.
No, bro.
Maybe. Bad, man.
Well, I actually don't like mustard. I can't stand the taste of it. So,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
But I don't like coffee, and coffee ice cream is my favorite. You don't like cheese and pizza is your favorite food. Hey, bro, like you know what I mean? Like you might like mustard Skittles. Like you can't
knock it until you try it.
Yeah.
Nah, you can. Let's just clear this up right now. Let's clear this up right now, Jokes. That is a lie. That is a lie. I'm glad you're doing great.
Hey, Janice.
What's up?
I just want to clarify for the world. You absolutely can knock it before you try it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You're allowed. Listen. Yeah. It's perfectly okay. I'm gonna tell you why, Jokes. Jokes, you want to go skydiving?
I actually would do it. I would do it.
And listen, let me tell you something. And that is sweet for you. You know what I'm not doing?
You're not going to go skydiving.
Listen, let me tell you something. There is zero chance.
Hey, Abby.
Zero chance. I'm talking like, Abby, how are you?
A negative chance. You go.
There is listen, bro. I never say never, right? Because there is a decimal point that exists that I might be like, all right, I'll jump out this plane, right?
Well, now I know that they have it.
Little Caesars are hard to find around here.
We got a couple,
but it's doable.
Yeah.
I got one across the street, so I didn't know they had a pineapple Pepsi, so I'm definitely going to try it.
It's exclusive to them.
Okay.
Look, Jokes, I have zero desire.
Mm-hmm.
Like me getting on a plane to jump off a plane, not a thing. Knocking it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Right. Cause like if I'm on a plane and the plane is going down and there's a parachute, I'll fight you for it. You understand what I'm saying? We can fight for it. But like
facts.
I'm not trying it. So like, nah, it's okay for other people. I'm gonna knock that joint for me all day. Like I'm just like, you don't have to like, nah, not everything is, it's cool.
We're gonna have to plan out something.
Huh? What?
I like it. Listen, this is content.
I'll be on the ground.
Thomas,
I'll be on the ground with James commentating.
Eating mustard Skittles, bro.
Eating mustard Skittles.
Yeah.
If I do that, you gotta eat the mustard Skittles.
While I give the play-by-play, bro.
Oh,
done. Yeah. I'm with it. All right, look. Because we have such a packed show, I feel like we should just start at the beginning. And when I say that, I mean I need to eat them on the way down. All the way down. I'm gonna say I can't stay too long. Kid lit.
What up, Sam?
What's up?
Kid lit.
You tease. We get so little of your time these days, but we love what we get.
Absolutely.
So, thank you for jumping in. Hey, Jokes.
Mm-hmm.
That name I just put on screen, you know what that says?
Says Grimlock.
Now, listen.
What you know about that?
Now listen.
That name?
Now listen. I know Beast Wars is already available on digital, sir.
It's not Beast Wars. Don't you do that.
Don't do what?
It's not Beast Wars.
It most certainly is.
It has
Like,
Maximals, but it is not Beast Wars.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
What up, G? Listen, you were all about it until you
I
saw.
was all about it.
So,
until
like,
I
if the
saw
joint
it.
was good, you'd be like, "Yeah, Beast Wars." Blah. Don't try to like.
Oh
that's
yeah,
not
no,
Beast Wars.
you 100% correct. I would be like that.
Exactly.
I got let
So
down.
you're not. I'm not letting you have this one. I'm not letting you have it. However, you would jump for 50 mil. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat, bro.
Yes. Yeah,
You
I
just
did
wanna
say
see-
there
I
is
just
a
want to see the
decimal
payment
point
Where's the
link.
flight?
that exists
Yeah.
at which things change. But until that decimal point is in front of me, knock
Ain't no
it.
conversation.
Knock it before I try it. Period. Shoot.
We miss you too.
Yeah,
Kim.
miss seeing you in person, Caleb. You know what, Caleb? We just had to have you come on the show and hang out with us.
I know, really.
What up,
What's
Kristen?
up, Kristen?
That'll be dope.
Jokes.
Yo,
Have you seen this?
the transforming Grimlock Joe.
Bro, listen. They'll never do an Optimus Prime release.
Not bad for Autobots. Now
That
watch
Joe was so
Grimlock.
clean.
Introducing the world's first auto-converting dual-form bipedal robots, Grimlock. 7 years in the making, RoboSen is proud to announce the next authentic G1 Transformers character from screen to reality.
Hey, bro.
Me, Grimlock, wonder how this happened.
Grimlock is powered by 85 microchips and 6-axis IMU, controlling 34 high-precision servo motors, enabling fluid actions and smooth switching from both Dino and robot form.
Hey, bro, look at
Enjoy new interactions with Grimlock and experience his new and unique features.
Dinobots transform.
hands, bro.
RoboSen's Grimlock stands at an impressive 15 inches tall in both Dino and robot form. You can control both by Bluetooth straight from the app
15 inches is a tall
Yeah.
toy, bro.
and interact with your Grimlock with an extensive library of voice commands. Voiced by the original voice from the G1 series, Greg Berger.
Meet Grimlock stronger. Me, Grimlock must lead.
Create custom actions in both Dino and robot form for endless playability in block-based, manual, voice, and PC programming modes. And share your own ideas with other users around the world.
Yes, yes, yes.
Huh?
Equipped and ready for battle, Grimlock comes with an Energon sword and
Thomas
Galaxial
understands,
rocket
though.
launcher. And the crown. All hail Grimlock. Step into Mini Theater, where you can interact with other RoboSen Transformers robots to reenact scenes between your favorite Transformers characters.
Not reenact scenes, bro.
Grimlock G1 Flagship Edition by RoboSen. Order now.
All right, listen. Let's address a couple of things. Let's start by addressing the price of it.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I
Go
was about to say,
ahead.
somebody tell me how much this thing costs.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Andrew know in the chat. He know.
go ahead and post it. Nah, it's more than that.
It's more than that.
It's more than that. And maybe there's two versions because again, that one said the like
It's
prime-
flagship.
the
That's what said flagship edition. Yeah.
Yeah, that flagship joint is like $17.99.
Oh.
$16.99.
Nah,
$16.99.
they can have that.
Hey, listen. And you probably could program it to say,
Me, Grimlock, kick butt.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was
Punish-
good.
It was.
I'm,
Hey,
you
that
know,
was-
I've had a
that
long
was
time.
good.
I had, you know what I mean? I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that one loaded in the top.
Thought it was it's definitely not. Seth Rogen was a
not
baby.
$14.99. Oh no.
No.
Nah, move.
Nah.
You barely will
Shift
get
that decimal around.
You will
Gotta
barely get a
move.
bonus
Yeah.
on $14.99.
You gotta swing that thing around a little bit.
That decimal has to move.
What up,
What's up,
What about
Alfonso?
Alfonso? Hey, dog, listen, I want this joint. Exactly. Hey, listen, straight, just there are so many lines from at least from the movie that I'd be perfectly fine with hearing. And I'm gonna tell you what, I want this joint like bad. Like
you doing calculations bad? Like, hold on, if I just
not doing calculations bad. Like, start a GoFundMe bad. like I want that joint. That's not happening, bro. Hey, listen, I hear you. I hear you. Hey, look, but you know what though? I gotta make some calls. I gotta talk to somebody and be like, listen.
Somebody got that prototype junk you can just slip my way?
Because I keep seeing all these people on YouTube who got like the review joints. I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. I got to get out here.
I gotta get the review copy.
I got to get me some review copies, bro. I gotta do something. Exactly. So classic. Yeah, jokes. They're not gonna do an Optimus Primal like that, dog.
They won't. Nope.
It's not cool enough.
It's G1.
Best joints ever. San Diego Comic-Con, man. I'm so excited that we're getting a season 2 of Invincible.
Oh my gosh. One of the biggest shows I'm hyped for. Yeah, so hyped for season 2. Season 1 is so good.
Hyping up to watch the trailer. Let's go. Hey, listen. Put your kids away.
For some of you, it probably seemed like this day would never come.
Yes, it did not seem like.
Maybe you're even wondering if you're ready for this. For what comes next.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I didn't know who he was.
I don't fight friends because I would win.
Never apologize for saving lives.
There's only one way this kid goes back out there, and that's on a very short leash.
I'm just happy helping people.
You know people try to kill us every single day, right?
I don't care how old he is. He needs to go down now.
Maybe if you trained more and complained less, we could get back to saving lives.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
Welcome, son of he who slayed my husband.
I am a normal human superhero.
I wish he was dead too, but not for your sake.
Kill first, ask questions later.
Speaking of Transformers.
Viltrumite against Viltrumite. That has not happened since the Great Purge. You should have died at birth.
Hey, he's like that, bro.
It ain't no joke, bro.
Hey, listen. Now, here's the thing. As excited as I am for this, I'm gonna be honest. It feels a tad disingenuous for Amazon to showcase the names of all of these actors who are currently on strike because they're not getting the royalties and such that they should get when stuff is on streaming platforms, bro. Like, it feels like they did that on purpose. Like, you didn't have to like put every person's name after every scene and then slap them on. Like, it just, you have a star-studded cast with so many people. Exactly.
Yeah.
Brilliant cast. What are you doing? Because I don't see that Amazon is fighting in their corner,
right, to
try to help them get the money or get their issues resolved. But you put out this trailer. Again, this is like the wildest Comic-Con ever because there were no actors, very few
actually
actors.
There to
The only actor I saw, Kelly Hu, was on stage at IGN and said like a sentence. Her and like Yuri Lowenthal, because they were there with Ed Boon talking about Mortal Kombat, which we'll get to in a second. But like, it feels a little wrong to me. And it feels kind of like they did that on purpose. Like, we putting this out there. No matter what y'all come up with, we did this before there were any new contracts. Like, we about to get, you know what I mean? Like, we gonna get this money. We gonna make this money off of y'all. We paid you whatever you get up front. Whatever your deal currently is, it is what it is. But we're going to use you and use your names, and we're gonna put this out here in front of all of these people. It's crazy to me. Nah, I mean, clearly they're not, right? It's actors backing actors and writers backing writers and writers and actors backing each other. There are no companies that are standing behind them. You know what I mean? At all. Now, I'm sure that somewhere in there are some agencies and some agents who are backing some people because they want to get it done, because they can't make money if the people they represent don't make money. Right. So that's kind of a catch-22 anyway. But like, I don't know. It just, look, man, as bad as I wanted that trailer and looking forward to seeing it, that just kind of felt like a low blow. The way they're just like, look, all these people, we're gonna slam their names up here, make like, I don't know, it feels unnecessary, and partially because watch this.
Adam Eve, I just want to talk about where you came from, where your powers came from.
You know how I used to say I could see molecules? I can also change them around. Move electrons from here to there. It's crazy. Maybe I'm a superhero.
Get out of my way, kid.
Why can't you just be normal?
Your powers, you must stop using them.
But I can help people. I'm a government-designed super weapon. I'm a freaking badass.
Get it, girl.
Cute.
No, the cape is cute. The name is...
So, like, this is already out. I've already watched it. Okay. It is incredible.
Okay.
You need to watch this joint. Y'all see any names pop up? Did they like?
Nah, nothing.
Is this? Check out the voice cast, because I can tell you what, there are people who are names were listed in that first trailer that are definitely all in this. They didn't do the same thing, right? It just kind of unnecessary, right? They won't until any new content. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of tricky, right? Yeah, that's pretty trifling.
Yeah, I saw that. That was disgusting.
Here's the thing. Amazon bought MGM. They have such an incredible back catalog of work that exists, some of which includes people who are on strike now, that they can just keep putting out over and over again. Like, they can do everything they can to hold off until these people's mortgages are behind. Until they can't. Look, it's hard to, like, I'm all about, like, fair pay and people getting what they're supposed to get, and I understand, and like, there are people who's like pay their nannies more than I make. You know what I mean? Like, it can feel difficult to go to bat for people who make the kind of money that they make under a lot of circumstances, and it can be very difficult to understand what exactly they're asking for. And for us to say, like, these are people who are they just want a living wage. That's not the case. There are people who fall in that category because there are actors of all kinds of tiers, some who have made millions and some who just earn a living wage, right? Who just, so yes, they have to back each other up, because the person who's scraping by today could do something that is a hit for whoever it is, and that person
next one.
Is the person who's making it. So you know what I mean? Like, you never know. But again, there are also the people who are involved in this, who are in charge of lighting or in charge of sound, or carry microphones, or gophers, and just bring them snacks and donuts and whatever. People who do makeup, people like, there are people who aren't the faces that you see every day that are also the people that are on those picket lines, right? And so you can't really pick and choose. I think that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. 1960, the last time they were both on strike at the same time. I mean, look, it doesn't really matter if the actors are on strike and the writers are not, then the writers have no one to write for, and vice versa. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So it makes sense for them to be on strike at the same time, and to be working together to try to, do what they can do. There's a part of me that feels like there are people who are just going to make a decision.
Appreciate
That's
it.
Enough. That's enough of that. There's a part of me that feels like there are going to be people who are just going to, who are on the lines together, having conversations, and currently creating their own groups. They're making their own publishing companies, and then, you know what I mean? And they're going to have to start doing stuff on their own. What's going to end up happening is they're going to have to literally wrangle the power out of the few companies that have the power that they have. And then they'll be able to go and present to a streaming service and say, here's what it is. This is what the show is. This is who's in it. You know it's going to be a hit. This is what you have to give us in order to get it. And to be able to go back to the table and negotiate for themselves in a way that doesn't have somebody else in the middle. But it might take that to happen for those who are the people technically in power to listen, to be honest. In the meantime, look, one of the ways you can actually support them other than donating directly to them is technically to purchase product and watch the stuff that they do have, because they are still getting royalties from it, even if it's not what they want.
Right.
So if it's not currently working, right, it isn't, well, don't watch Netflix. And don't, because if you don't watch Netflix, you are also no longer supporting that actor or actress who's on it that doesn't make the kind of money they want to make from it. So go watch Adam Eve. You know what I mean? Most actors and writers making a living today, especially since streaming became a thing. Look, when you say most, you're right. Like I said, it's there are a lot of names. The names for a lot of people are people who are making way better than a living wage, right? And want or need to maintain the lifestyle they've created. It's not just about the writers and actors, it's about everyone else involved in the background also. Again, like I said, it's the people carrying the microphones and doing sound and doing makeup and even just running to get coffee. It's the people
wardrobe.
It's somebody. Look, you see the behind the scenes with the big blue screens. Whatever. Somebody builds those.
Somebody had to put them joints up.
Sets in places. Somebody is the person who runs the Unreal Engine when they're on the. You know what I mean? Like that. There are other people.
There are thousands of people behind the scenes that
behind everything.
That's why credits. That's why the credits take so long with most movies or most TV shows. They take so long, or they have to speed through them because there's just so many people involved with the project.
And the reality of it is, there are a lot of those people who are in those credits who don't see royalties at all. At all. You know what? I don't. This AI thing, man. It is a topic. I don't know if it's an issue. It's a topic. Clearly, in terms of writing, it's a topic. It was a much bigger topic for the Writers Guild than it was for actors. But it doesn't change the fact that, like, if you've been in a Marvel movie, Slim, they have your measurements, bro. Like they have scanned you. in and recreated you in ways you couldn't even imagine. And they've done it with people they've never scanned. As Princess Leia was not in. Like their movie, she was in it, but wasn't in it.
Right.
Like Princess Leia was in it. Carrie Fisher was not. Like that's
yeah.
You know, them having access to that kind of stuff and having access to people's likenesses and being able to use them or reuse them. You know, I do think that the fight that they're in is very similar to the fight that many comic artists and writers were in forever. And in some cases are still in, where you work for Marvel or for DC, and if you create a character, that IP is still theirs. They still own it. You can't do anything with it. It has been a struggle to get people to even give credit to the people who technically are supposed to be responsible for having created said characters when they make a movie or do a TV show or you know, whatever it is. And that is where companies like Image were born, where like, yeah, you have something that comes out on Image, but you own your characters, you own your creation. And that again it's literally the same thing Snoop Dogg did. Like music business is the same way. Snoop Dogg was like, you come and you do stuff with me on my label, you own 100% of your publishing. Nobody else gives you that. Nobody does that, right? But your publishing is all you have. Ownership of your masters is all you have. And this is kind of that same thing, right? The idea that like Michael Jackson could sneak in decades ago and buy out the Beatles music from Paul McCartney. Like could buy it out from under him before he could get it is kind of crazy. But that's how that works. So like,
right.
You know, again, I can tell you there are conversations that are happening right now on those lines with writers and actors and people who are like, you know what? We need to form a company. We need to do this. We'll have the guild behind us. We'll have whatever, and we'll make the content. And
we'll do it ourselves.
We know people who will, we know people who have streaming service, who do A, B, and C, who whatever. We'll start going straight to video. We'll do video on demand. We won't do streaming. We'll do video, you know what I mean? Like that's those conversations I'm telling you are happening. And as they continue to happen, that threat is going to become more real for the people who currently control and own so much IP. But it'll be a long time before you'd ever be able to see any of that new content come off the ground. But that's also the same thing that those companies are running into. So they have a lot of ownership and they can do a lot with the content that they currently own. It's just a matter of how they put it out there in front of you, but it's definitely happening and they're going to keep charging you more for it. Spotify just notified me today it's going up $1.
Oh, I didn't have like three of the I don't know, streaming services send me. We're raising this up, we're raising this up, we're raising this up. Like,
I mean, you know, look, man, I'm not.
It is what it is.
Yep, exactly, Sim.
Like, can't do nothing about it. Like, either pay the extra dollar or disconnect from it.
Yeah. So, speaking of Invincible, let's talk about this for a second. We've talked about Mortal Kombat a couple of times, and there's a new story trailer that's pretty dope. We're not going to watch that. This is what we're going to watch.
The battle between good and evil is eternal.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
This man belongs in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
John Cena is in Mortal Kombat.
My guy. Homelander.
Perfect for this show too.
Oh yeah, he's perfect for this too. Homelander is his ass.
I'm more amped to play as some of the DLC characters than the actual main cast.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay that $110 up front, so you don't end up
right.
getting charged more for it later because you know you want those characters, and that's how you do it. You know, on the back of that, they're just like, oh yeah, J.K. Simmons definitely doing the voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, keep in mind,
Jokes on a master Peacemaker
strike is going to affect video games too. There's just no way around it. No way around it.
That's gonna be Jokes' guy, John Cena.
I just need to play, see how my man. Listen, if somehow they figure out how to sneak in, you can't see me. Like, I feel like it would be like that subtle, like when the match begins, somehow,
something like that.
Yeah, he would just somehow subtly say, "You can't see me."
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's some like just a version of him that's a John Cena skin.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, that'd be so. Have the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin in it for Johnny Cage, so it wouldn't surprise me even in the slightest if they were just like, "Yeah, we're just gonna put a John Cena joint in it." Though I don't know how the rights.
Never mind, I'm here.
Thanks for sticking around. I don't know how the rights for John Cena for like his persona. I don't know how that's worked out with WWE. They might not be able to just do that, so to speak.
You might have to stay
like,
Peacemaker.
The Rock used to rock bottom someone in
everything.
What?
But he was also still very involved with WWE, and since he moved away from that, he hasn't done that. Like, he hasn't been doing that.
That's true. And John Cena definitely hit the attitude adjustment on somebody in Fast 10.
He sure did.
Did he?
He sure did.
I'll also never know. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what that is.
I think he put Slim through the floor with that one.
I don't care about John Cena at all. At all. Did you does he have albums, Jokes?
He only had, I think he has 2. The original, no, that's serious. When he originally did the whole Chain Gang thing back in the day, he released one. He definitely released 2 albums.
When he was the Doctor of Thugonomics?
I think Thugonomics, was the title of the first one. I don't remember what the name of the second one was.
I knew he was gonna get that reaction as soon as I was thinking to myself, he gonna hate this when I tell him about Thugonomics.
Word life.
Well, that joint ain't better than Macho Man album, so I don't even care about
Macho got bars.
That Macho Man album is fire. You
think man, Hogan
make skins of characters in game or a new game? You know, it's possible. It wouldn't surprise me if they pull from the first movie. I don't know if they'll do things from the second movie because I just don't know what the timing on that is like. I mean, I know they're supposed to be doing it and they've been announcing the people who are in it, but as far as I know, they haven't shot anything. And so with everybody on strike, who knows when that movie's coming out? So, you know, it just, you know. I'm not going to read it out loud. So you read it out loud.
She says you would not let John Cena step in. John Cena.
Yeah, but who would you? See, because that insinuates that there is
somebody else.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the thing. Also, would you pay to let them do it? Because that's what Sid did. This is not just like, oh, step on me. This is like, let me put some money in your hand. Now step on me. Like, let's go back to that for a minute because they made a lot of money. They were making a lot of money, bro. Like, they had strip club money in there. Like,
didn't even need a table. Didn't even need a table.
No, they had a table. They
were the models at that table. Yeah,
table Jokes. They had a table. They didn't need a table, but they had a table. Oh man, you know what? Let me take a brief moment to just talk about TCon real quick. Last weekend, Kay and I both went to TCon. Kay went Friday, I went Saturday. TCon's a couple years old. really dope convention. They celebrated 50 years of hip hop. It was a consortium. It was just like art and video games and music and t-shirts and paraphernalia. It was really dope. A lot of great artists were there, a lot of great vendors and content as a whole. Some really good information if you're interested in doing t-shirts and how to press them and how to make them and places to go to save money and how to get this, like a lot of really good information. So really cool. So we'll definitely go again next year. They've already announced when they're doing it again. The person who runs it, Michelle, or known as Noodles, has a couple of other conventions. She has a video game convention that's coming up, where she's partnering with Aim Hit Go, our good friend Jason from Aim Hit Go, to do a gaming convention that's coming up. And she actually has a planner convention, like literally like people like selling planners and talking about like scheduling and how to do all that kind of stuff. So that actually is also coming up, also at the Washington Convention Center where TCon was. So just wanted to take a brief moment to kind of talk about it. Met some really dope people.
All right, Drew.
I man, have a good one, Drew. Good times with my man Eric from Artway Alliance. And the team that he had there, just it's kind of a little bit of a reunion. LW was there, Amber was there, met most art there, just some really good connections. Corinto, what?
I'm not sure.
I
put it there. Maybe I was thinking maybe you, but
I don't know what that means.
Okay,
you gonna have to hook me up. What kind of party? There was no K-pop at that convention, but the planner, you must be talking about the planner one. That's definitely up your alley. So really cool. Had a great time. There was karaoke on stage. They were getting it in, bro. Like when I say somebody got up and did the intro to Dragon Ball Z, bro, and I'm talking about murder, like crushed that joint, bro. And the crowd was hyped. Do I have video? Maybe.
Okay. Later. Okay.
All right. Yeah, it was really dope, really cool. So I'll keep you posted when the next one's coming around. Make sure y'all are aware. Now, Armored Core 6. The good folks at From Software actually had a bunch of content creators come out. They were flying people in helicopters. It was kind of crazy. But they released like a 13-minute video of gameplay today. So let's talk about that a little bit, gentlemen. Jokes. As the resident Gundam head, I'm gonna let you talk about how you feel about Armored Core and what you saw from this first.
By far right now, it's probably one of the
Can't
best
even
looking.
speak. You okay, Joe?
It's almost like one of the best looking mech games that I've ever seen. Obviously, there's some Gundam games that are currently out that no longer will exist by the end of the year. But Armored Core just looks absolutely amazing. Like with mech suits, machines, like you feel as though they would probably be very clunky in the way that they probably would move within a video game. But this 13-minute video makes these things look so smooth when it comes time for maneuvering, fighting. It is amazing looking. And also, just to throw out there, these things don't just fight like little machines. Like they'll fight things that are the same size as them, but they're fighting things that are like 500 times the size of what they are. Like I like the way the presentation they did. I thought it did a very good job of at least giving you that taste and that experience of what it looks like to play the game, and so you can get that feel for it. I hope there's a demo that they'll release before possibly, but we're very close to the game release, so we probably won't get one.
It's right around the corner.
But
have you played any of the Armored Cores before?
It's been a long time. Like some point
So,
on some point on PS2, but it's been a very long time.
Are you gonna buy it?
Yes.
All right. Oh, that's really all you had to say. You could have just been like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. Like my man said, I hope we get a demo. Like he might not, and then, so I wasn't gonna ask him that. Let me ask him anyway. Sin,
Yo,
what are your thoughts, man?
I think visually it looks fantastic. Kind of like I love the scale of it. Like, yes, you're in these big giant mechs, but there's these big landscapes and open areas and big giant mechs for you to fight against. Like, I really, really do love just the scale and the size and look of everything. Combat looks very smooth, more smoother than I thought it was gonna look. Kind of like what you were saying, just how like they operate. It seems like more like a Gundam, for a lack of a better choice. Like, as far as maneuverability in the air, diving down on targets on the ground, coming back up, flying around, like it looked really good. My only thing is, since it's from software, what is the difficulty level going to be on this thing? If it's going to be a Souls type, I'm good. I'm good.
It's not a Souls game. It's not a Souls game. It's an Armored Core game.
I know, but if as far as them talking just difficulty wise, if they're revving it up like that,
like, I'm not getting in this game.
You gotta remember, man, that From Software is like, I mean, they're Tenchu. Like they got joints that they have had joints that aren't.
They have. I'm just
wondering. I'm just wondering. I mean, does that mean it's gonna be difficult? Yes, but it's not gonna be like cheat you out of your playtime and steal your life. Oh yeah, that's probably true. It definitely right. Unarmored Core, but with old fast. I believe it.
But yeah, like
it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a Souls like game.
Like if I get it day one, really it's probably gonna depend on if there's a level of multiplayer to it, like a co-op mode or something like that. Then I'll probably get it day one. If not, I'll hold off because I'm playing other stuff right now, just for the time being. And
so I did get the head fake because there was a moment
I know it was
where they showed that you were with other people that were like on your team, and I was like, yo, if they say co-op, that's a wrap. But they didn't. Right. So I'm like, all right, that's just a computer, so that's different. I wouldn't be opposed to it though. I what I will say for From Software is that their version, their version of co-op, like anytime they try to implement like multiplayer, cooperative, whatever, it's a pain. Janky.
Yeah. And they do weird things to get in and play with people. Yeah. You come into their world and help them, but you don't gain experience and level up and stuff like that. And you got to go find a certain item in the game to get before you can do co-op. They're just weird with it.
You know what does come out this week though?
What comes out this week?
That Double Dragon Gaiden.
You play it?
Nah, it comes out. What's that? It comes out the 27th. It's in 2 days.
Okay. Well,
now
fisticuffs.
As far as I can tell, no online co-op.
Oh, they're not getting my money. Not getting my look. Y'all just lost 2 purchases right there, easy.
I don't understand. Like, I think couch co-op is cool, but it's like, why not just here's the networking piece of it? I don't understand why that's just not.
I mean, look, I'm sure it's an expensive thing to do and implement, but it's 2023, man. You got to step that up. Make it. You got to make it happen for me. We got to do better. It's a serious conversation. We got to do better.
Yeah.
You got to get that online co-op in your business. Like you just have to. Nah, it's not a movie. It's not a movie. Not at all. Yeah. So I mean, we might, I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna get it. That River City Girls, man, it's the same people. That River City Girls,
fire.
Me, bro. The first one, no online co-op, but the second one,
they gave it to you
online co-op. So you would think, I mean, come on, man. Y'all in the same wheelhouse. You know what you're supposed to be doing with this? Come on.
Y'all had the Double Dragon Brothers and Marianne in
they were in
what's the name,
the
part
joke.
two? Yeah.
What are you doing? All right. That's enough of my high-pitched voice for the day. You clearly upset me. You clearly upset me. Jokes.
Yo.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Xbox controllers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, I have.
Good. We're gonna look at them. Sin.
Yeah.
All right, look. The world's first pizza scented Xbox controller.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
So if you look in the picture, you'll see that there is what looks like a little slice of pizza that is attached to the back of each one of these controllers.
I see that.
That slice of pizza is a scent diffuser. And the scent that pizza-shaped scent diffuser comes with is New York pizza. That's what it is.
Okay.
I have an issue with this.
Okay.
Jokes, you giggling. I have an issue. It has nothing to do with the scented pizza. I you know what? That's cool. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm with it. But here Jokes. Why aren't these for sale?
Dog, I don't know. Like, I understand. I understand them wanting to make certain things and make them for like the contest. You know what? Somebody wins it. It's kind of a one-of-one type of thing. One, people would buy this just surely off the fact it's TMNT. Just right off the break, people will buy it for that point itself. Then when you throw in this thing about having the pizza scented thing, people are going to buy, you know what? I would be the one to buy that just so we can have it on here and to either say that, yo, this don't smells like pizza or this is garbage, one way or the other. But the controller themselves, they should be selling them. I get the customization, like you can get on Xbox, you can customize the color of your controller, but they don't do this type of thing other than like certain special edition video game releases.
But they used to. Like they used to, bro. I had so many.
My favorite joke?
I had so many 360 controllers, bro.
What?
The Halo joint.
All those McFarlane Halo joints. Bought all them joints.
Dog.
All of them. They were Todd McFarlane Halo controllers. I had to have them. I had to have them. Wasn't an option.
Yeah.
Kidding me? Like, it's just, I guess just pizza.
It's like New York pepperoni pizza. Like,
it's just New York pizza. I don't even know if it's pepperoni. I mean, it looks like in the picture, they look like
always when I said pepperoni. Yeah, that's why,
yeah. I would think they just do pepperoni.
And are those connected to the controller like in the back, or is it separate?
Don't quite know, but I feel like
say that. No. The characters?
No, the pizza slice in the back of the joystick.
They come off. They're not. They can connect to it, but they don't.
Okay.
Like they're a separate thing. Like
okay.
Are you asking, Thomas? You're asking if we're interested in the new movie? Because yes.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% in. Mm-hmm. I'm all in. I am all in on the new Ninja Turtles movie. More than Barbie, more than Oppenheimer, more than Mission Impossible. I am all in on Ninja Turtles. 100%. Period. It's going to be great. It's not going to be Spider-Man great, but it's going to be great. That's where I'm at. Jokes, before I forget again, because I forgot. There was a rumor that the new season of Invincible is going to have Spider-Man in it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that. You sent me an article. I didn't look at the article. I read the article, but talk to me about that.
So because I forget his name, that did the voice of Spider-Man / Peter Parker in I think it was the Ultimate Spider-Man show, if I'm not mistaken.
It was the
Spectacular Spider-Man.
And a bunch of other stuff though too, but yes.
But his name, of course, shows up in the whole thing that they do. So immediately when people saw that,
That was the trailer for Invincible.
That was the first thing that everybody was like, "Whoa, hold up!" And obviously, there's some relationship between like the Invincible and obviously Marvel side of things. So they're saying that it's supposed to be like a time / universal whatever type thing. So hearing that in the context of where the MCU is right now, like it wouldn't surprise me as being something like that, but I don't know if they would necessarily do that though. Because that in its sense, don't get me wrong, super cool, super dope crossover that they could do. I don't want that to necessarily fully take away from Invincible, because everybody will go bananas seeing Spider-Man show up and fight alongside Invincible. Dope to see, but who knows? But
Spider-Man can't do what Invincible does in terms of the
brutality and everything.
Yeah, like that's a step too far, I think, for Marvel.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean in some way you won't see something in there. That voice actor could be voicing
anybody.
That's the first thing that came in my head. Like
Kahari Payton sounds like Cyborg all throughout the joint, but he does like 5 different people's voice. Like he does side characters and so walking down the street and does super. Like he could be anybody. But there was a Spider-Man and Invincible crossover comic.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that there is a part in that trailer where it looks like Invincible is looking at his phone and the cover from that comic book is what's on his phone. I have not looked at the trailer to see that.
Got it.
Go back and look. Now that could be
not going to.
I think.
And now listen, as far as I'm concerned, it's fake.
Now that could be a cool thing. That could be a cool way to do it. Is maybe somebody in the universe, Marvel obviously, made the comic of Invincible and Spider-Man working together. I think that could be a cool.
Could that be cool though? Because I wouldn't.
Cool I'm just saying, versus just like you said, like Spider-Man go get in here and see my man, somebody get punched like a hole in their chest. He just gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm heading back because I'm not about
not in my universe." Like, no. Maybe pops in for a second and it's like, "This is not how we do things, kid." And he
swings through. This ain't
like
home.
This is not my New York.
Keep it moving.
Oh man, I'm far from home, and then get out. Like like at anyway. I didn't really want to dwell on that. Alamo's doing a double feature of the original live actions in preparation for the new TMNT. All right, hold on. Let me just. Did you say I'm thrilled?
Oh,
did that say I'm thrilled?
Yeah,
thrilled.
She's thrilled. And are we talking about the Michael Bay joints?
No. She said the original live action.
The original.
She said original live action.
Michael Bay, those are definitely not the originals. Then that would be bad if you consider them supposed to be the original.
When you say like in preparation, do you mean like they're doing like a double feature of like 1 and 2, and then they're gonna show the new one, or like what are we talking here? Give me deets, Frosty. Deet me. I'm talking about. See, deet me, Frosty. I can't. The first Ninja Turtles I could absolutely go see in the theater again.
Mm-hmm.
The second joint, I'm good.
You don't see Vanilla Ice in the theater? You want that Ninja
I would take you to go see Vanilla Ice in the theater. Sin. I would take you because it sounds like you want to go. I would take you to go see Vanilla Ice in the theater because you want to see Ninja Rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, listen, Sin, you know who I am, bruh. You know who I am. Cricket.
You understand, Crumpet. Understand,
Cricket. Like, I'm all about it, bruh. It was 10 for the double feature. Man,
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Shoot, it's not bad at all. All right, so that's over now, huh? You waited until it was too late to tell me? Is that what you're saying? Hope you know every time your name pops on social media, I start craving Wendy's. Thank you for keeping me fed. How about crave Burger King instead?
There you go.
The
BK Lounge.
There it is.
There you go, Doc.
Go
Ninja, go.
That's your joint. That's your theme song. 8:13. We got time, bro. We can make a plan. For $10, man, I might could do some ninja rap, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put it.
And that's exactly why, Kidlet. That's exactly why. Straight up.
Get some BK.
Already got tickets. Tickets. You got no
understand tickets.
Stupid.
Oh man.
That is.
All right, man. We're running a little long in the tooth. Let's do this real quick. Let's talk about Spider-Man on the PS5 for a second, because they got some new trailers. Let's take a look. See.
A lot's happened in the last 10 years. It's a miracle I'm even sitting here now. I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're gonna heal the world.
Get to the end of the line.
I already don't trust him.
Guys, this is my best friend, Harry. Hey, good to meet you.
Good job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out. I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Hey, MJ, I have another name for you. Kraven. He's here on some kind of hunt.
You know, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world.
Hey, Joe, you be doing October 20th.
Dog, I'm finna not work. I'm gonna be off that day. No, this just is. That's the reason why this PS5 is sitting here. Honestly, I want this show, but the Spider-Man show's the only main reason to play that show. But yeah, I'm finna be off.
My man said I'm going to be off. I'm getting the limited edition. Hey, listen, I'm ready. This looks like a better Spider-Man story than we've gotten under a lot of cases, under a lot of circumstances, right? And that combo of Miles and Peter, man, the back and forth, the Venom, like having some level of control over the symbiote suit when it is Peter, that question of whether or not at some point Miles has it. I'm assuming that Venom is Harry, which I like that twist.
Like that. I like
there
that.
being Eddie, but I also like that Venom's still swole. Because that's how my Venom is supposed to be. He's supposed to be a brolic. I mean, Brock Lesnar is
I'm
Venom.
saying, built
Am I
like Brock.
tripping?
It's October 19th.
I don't know.
Yeah, he been feeling something coming on. Every October 19th, bro. Every October 19th, 2023, my man gets sick. So we're gonna take a look real quick. Yeah, I understand it. All right, man. Oh man. So again, San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Coming to grips. The special edition PS5 Spider-Man 2 with the fresh controller. Hey, look, man, it's decent looking, bro. It's not quite, I mean, I know it's got the Venom thing, so for some reason it doesn't hit quite as hard for me as the
PS4 Pro.
PS4 Pro.
I love that junk.
But it's dope. Oddly enough, I like this backside more than the front side, which is interesting. Of course,
yes, and of course
they're going to sell it separately. They didn't have to, but come on,
no,
like, come on,
get that money, yeah,
and you can
the
just
side
buy the
plates.
plates. So
thank you.
I want to just put this out there. Please, please, please be careful. If you are going to buy the plates, if you already have a PlayStation 5 and you want to buy the plates for this, please be aware that the digital edition of the PlayStation 5 and the disc edition of the PlayStation 5 use different plates, and there are two different versions of this. Do not just go and buy the plates.
That is
upset.
That is a great PSA because there's going to be a lot of people pissed when they try to get these and they get the wrong ones.
So if you look at this picture here, you will see that there are two versions in the center. And that is because one of them is for the regular PlayStation 5 and the other is for the digital version of the PlayStation 5. So please just be aware that there are two different versions of it. So if you're going to do it, make sure you get that. I have seen the statue that
is there a
comes with
limited
the
edition version? I didn't know that. There's a limited version of the game?
Yeah, there's a limited edition version of the game that comes with a statue. It is only, you can only purchase that directly from Sony. You like, if you want that version of it that comes with the statue, you can only get it from Sony.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
No, I didn't see this now. Okay.
Yeah. So just again, PSA, just be aware.
It's also okay.
There's more than one version. I just want you to know.
Yeah. Shout that from the rooftops.
100%.
That's important.
Somebody's gonna make a boo-boo.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm already waiting.
But I can also tell you that, I mean, again, look, if you're gonna try to get it early, try to get it directly from Sony, because I can tell you now that the scalpers are gonna buy it. I'll never buy the plates. I don't trust them. You don't trust yourself to buy the right plates, or you don't trust yourself to change the plates, because changing the plates isn't that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, they are designed, the plates are designed to be changed.
They pop off of these.
The statue with the collector's edition is okay, but the other statue that I sent you the other day, I would get that statue over the jump.
Because that's, bruh, they are in two completely different wheelhouses, bro.
I get it, but
do you know how much that statue you sent me the other day was?
Probably almost Grimlock
more
level.
than the special edition joint together with that statue, bro. That's why. Yeah,
that's why it costs that much.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't knock my city. Don't knock my city, Frosty.
My city. Your city.
Shoe City.
Shoe City.
I hate you. Oh man, I'm gonna make you regret that.
I'm sure you are.
You're not lying, but don't knock it. All right, so check this out. We're gonna start wrapping the show up. A couple of things I need to make sure that you all are aware of, starting with the fact that the Loading Snacks Movie Club discussion for the movie Holes is going to be next Monday, 7:31, last day of the month, 7 p.m. I mean, we'll notify you again, but this is your notification. Human waste. Frosty, why are you being so? You are feeling great tonight. Why are you being so? She's like, I secured those Ninja Turtle tickets. I'm feeling great.
What? She on cloud nine right now.
What? So next Monday, we're talking about holes. Stop it. I had to stop it. Next Tuesday, first day of August, we are having a special guest. So Kurenai Kiba, who is a cosplayer, artist. As a matter of fact, she won one of the artist battles that we were having at TCon over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
But Kurenai has her don't do that. Don't do that.
Marcus.
Man, what up, Marcus? She
brother?
has her own convention coming up. It is called ChromaCon. It is going to be in Baltimore. It is happening next March. So we'll have her on next week. We're going to talk all about it. And she's going to hang out with us and talk some pop culture news. This weekend is Otakon. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Otaconing is happening. We'll all be there Friday. Saturday, Sin and Jokes will be there. We have several interviews already lined up with some voice actors and so forth. So if you are an anime head, which I'm not, but I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Dang, not the band hammer off the break.
just whipping it out like that, huh?
Yeah. You know, we'll have that to discuss next week. On Tuesday as well. So man, I don't know. I know that there are interviews that are scheduled currently for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it will be a bit of a busy weekend.
My guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wore that junk when we went and saw the last Sword Art junk in the theater.
No. He's talking about, I think, the Jimmy shirt. That ain't no bitch.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he said he got two of them, but I think he got one for me. So if that's what I'm thinking he's talking about.
We can talk about it in Discord momentarily. Don't fear the hammer.
Put this up so you.
No, we just can't make it work. The timing is just a little too off. So there's just so much going on. We can't quite string that together. Yeah, we tried to put together several times, but we just kind of couldn't get all of our schedules to line up so that we could do that. And by the time we could make that happen, it was the last day of the month. So it's like, well, we got to discuss this joint. So no, unfortunately, we won't be able to do the watch along for that one. Spoiler Boys going live next Monday. That's right, the same day.
Appreciate
that
that,
we will be discussing Holes. We will be dropping our thoughts on the finale of Secret Invasion. Let me tell you something. We have made some guesses, some predictions, mostly guesses about what is going on. I highly recommend that if you are watching, for real, even if you're not watching the show, I highly recommend you get on Spoiler. But especially if you're watching this show,
Yeah.
You need to be listening or watching Spoiler Boys. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's like you need to, because I'm going to tell you something. Every week, they end the show on a cliffhanger, and every week I'm like, yo.
Are they going to answer this?
What do they do? And listen, we just throwing joints out there, and I'm gonna tell you,
we have questions for this last episode, bro.
All I'm gonna say right now is, if Phil Coulson shows his face in this next episode,
yes,
I'm gonna.
This episode gets a 10. Like if Coulson shows up, just know you're getting the 10 out of me.
Period. They could really mess that up, but like they could mess that up 100%. Because if he shows up, they're gonna have a lot of explaining to do.
Oh,
I don't know if they're gonna have that kind of time.
No, they don't got that kind of time. Nah.
Yeah, they don't have that kind of time.
Lots of explaining to do.
But yeah, we throwing a lot of things. Stop it.
Marcus, right on.
It's not gonna be witness protection, Marcus.
That is gone. We will not
witness
know.
Protection died in WandaVision, like in that town, and I just think they didn't bring it up because you in trouble if the person that you're supposed to be watching witness protection dies on your watch. just like witness protection is a scroll. That's what happened. Okay. I think that's it. If it's not it, just check the Beacons links, which Jokes is going to give you right now.
Boom.
Stay in tune. We don't have a Threads yet. I haven't figured out how to make that happen. It's tricky.
Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't link the same way as the personal. So,
correct. I haven't figured out how to do that just yet. So we don't have a Threads yet. I have mostly sworn off of X. Stop it.
X.
There's a lot of noise there. Like there's stuff to see. There's a lot happening there, but like I don't. So the Instagram is there. Technically, the Twitter, the X is there. Follow us there. Follow the Facebook. Follow the YouTube. You're on Threads and you don't get it. I mean, it's Twitter. It's just on a Meta platform, which is tied to your Instagram, which you can't get rid of without getting rid of your Instagram. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth. I did not say that. Saying you got a job to do.
Yes, and I shout out our top tier patrons, starting with Anthony Cunningham, Marcus Houston, Susan Dortch, Tyrone Carson, Meticulous Skin, Alex Lee, and Ellis Mbe. Thank you very much. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Indeed, we do.
You too, Frosty.
You all are the real MVPs. You also have a lovely night, Frosty. Get some sleep past your bedtime. That is what it has been for much longer than just at this point. Sam. All right, listen, we're gonna shut the show down. I'm gonna leave you with this. You cannot increase your value to others by increasing their value to you. With that, we're out. We love your nonsense.
Absolutely.
100.
Toodles and loos.
Loading snacks.